Hi and welcome. Today in the recording, I'm going to offer you some movement that will help to reduce the tension that we carry in the jaw, the shoulders, the neck, and maybe even draw some of that tension out of your brain. Let's get started. Find your way into a comfortable seat. You can do this in a chair. You can do this on the floor, but do sit comfortably and try to sit with your spine nice and tall. If you're in a chair, sit with your feet flat on the floor and have your low back supported so you're nice and upright. In whatever position you're in, place your hands onto your thighs, your knees, or into your lap. And then go ahead and close your eyes. Have a moment or so here to ground into yourself, to ground into the support beneath you, the support of your seat, the support of the earth, and the support of your body. This container that carries you through life. Try to ease into the upright posture, reducing any rigidity. Feel as though your muscles are melting and draping over the framework of your bones. Now take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh your breath out. Do that again. Inhale. Sigh, clear your breath. Exhale. Now when you breathe in, raise your shoulders up towards your ears. When you exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Do that again. Lift up on the inhale, shoulders towards the ears. Roll back and down, exhale your breath. Go a few more rounds just like that, lifting on the inhale. Rolling back and down, exhale. Time your body's movement on your breath movement. And feel as though you're giving yourself a gentle massage. That by moving your shoulders like this, you're squeezing the tension out from your body. You're releasing whatever it is you're holding on to. Okay, let your shoulders travel down your back. Your navel, draw it back ever so slightly, and the crown of your head, lift it. Breathe in. And now when you breathe out, just simply tip your head over to the left. So you're lowering your left ear towards the top of your shoulder. And be mindful that you're not actually lifting your shoulder to meet your ear, okay? So shoulders remain down and effortless. Feel the stretch along the right side of your neck. I can feel it from the back of my ear all the way to the top of my shoulder, and even down the center of my back. Take a deep breath in. Sigh out if you need it. Do that again. Inhale. Sigh, clear, exhale. Bring your head back up to center. And now take your head over to the right. So slowly, slowly, slowly let your head drop. Leave your shoulders down your back. Leave your shoulders back so they're not collapsing your chest. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And now breathe the left side of your neck open. Deep breath in, sigh out. Once more, just like that. Inhale. Sigh and let go. Exhale. Bring your head back up to center. Now holding onto your knees, whether you're cross-legged or seated in a chair. And if you're in a chair, scoot your bum forward here. So holding onto your knees, when you exhale, round your spine back and let your head hang down. Now when you inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin and your eyes, and take a gentle extension or back arc with the spine. Exhale, round again. And inhale, raise your chest and arc again. Round again, exhale. And raise your chest, inhale. Repeat, breathe out. Repeat, breathe in. One more time, exhale. And last time up, breathe in. Come to a neutral spine again. Close your eyes and breathe up the length of your spinal column. Okay, let's combine the movement of the rounding and extending of the spine, so the flexion and extension. It will be quite slight, but let's combine that with the neck movement. So start with your head up nice and tall, your spine nice and tall. Breathe in. When you breathe out, tip your head over to the left. And now when you exhale, slowly bring your chin down towards your collarbone. And as you do that, let your spine slightly round back. Gradually, your chin comes down to center. And then roll your right ear up towards your right shoulder and look up towards the right. I feel the stretch in the left side of my neck, just down from my chin. And then down again, chin towards the right ear. The spine rounds slightly. And then roll your left ear to your left shoulder, pick up your chest. So there's slight spinal extension, that slight back arch. And exhale, rounding your back. Let the head dip down, the chin round down, roll down. And then come up again to the other side. Keep moving like this. I'm going to show you side profile so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing with my spine. So as I lower my ear to my shoulder and then my chin towards my chest, I let my back round. And as I bring my ear and chin up towards the opposite shoulder, I lift my chest and go into very slight spinal extension, the arc of the back. Exhale, round, dipping down the chin. And inhale, arc, raising the chin. Keep going, exhale. And inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Back to center. And then finish with the head coming towards the left. Now back in center we'll meet. What I'd like you to be aware of now is potentially supporting the back of your head, because we're going to work at taking the head in the full circular direction. So before we were kind of creating this U-shaped movement in with the head on the neck. So now we're going to take this in more of a circular motion. So don't be shy about supporting your head, especially when the head goes back. And I'm going to really encourage you not to throw your head back. So let's start by just toying with bringing the head back. So rather than throwing your head back, I'd like you to think about lengthening up through your throat as you raise your chin. So go ahead and try that. So as you inhale, lift your chin, lift up from the center of your chest, up through the center of your throat, like you're stringing your chin up into the ceiling rafters. And then exhale, come back to neutral. Do that again, up with the chin, up with the throat, up with the chest. And back to neutral. Support your head if needed. So inhale, lift up. And exhale, back to neutral. Inhale up, lengthen through the throat. And back to neutral. Let's add in the rotation of the head and movement of the neck, movement of the spine. So start tall, breathe in. As you exhale, lower your left ear towards the shoulder, chin down towards the chest, your spine is rounding. Move through center, now right ear up to right shoulder, lift up through the chin, start to lift your chest, bring your chin up through center, long throat. Then left ear starts to come towards left shoulder. The spine starts to round, the chin comes down through center. Again, rotating up to the right, up through center, lift, 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 and down. Left ear, left shoulder, chin down to center of chest. Let's go that direction one more time. Up, inhale. And down, exhale. Pause at the center. Bring your head straight up. So coming back into neutral. Let's go the other direction. So now take your right ear to the right shoulder. Your chin sweeps slowly towards your chest. Remember your spine rounds there. Now left ear to left shoulder, lift your chest, bring your chin up, your throat up, maybe hold the back of your head. Right ear, right shoulder, chin scoops down. Again, up to the left. Inhale, lift chest, throat, and chin at center. Exhale, chin down, round down. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Pause at center. Come back up to neutral. Okay, one more exercise for the neck. Take your left hand and just sit onto your fingers. Now, if this becomes too much, just simply release your hand from underneath your bum. With your right hand, reach up and bend at your elbow and lightly hold on to your left ear. Before going anywhere, relax your shoulders so they're not bunching up. And then ever so slightly guide your head over to the right. Oh, breathe there. It should not be unbearable, okay? It should not be painful. And be really sure you don't feel any pain in the right side of your neck, okay? The closed angle side of the neck. You want to feel this in the outside. So in this case, the left side of your neck. Give the stuck spot so much breath. Deep breath in, sigh your breath out. Before releasing, let go with your hand first and then bring your head back to center. Let's swap sides. So sit onto your right fingers now. Your left arm, reach it up. Lightly fingertip hold your right ear or close to your right ear. Let both shoulders descend. And now gradually, slowly draw your head over to the left. Ooh, big breaths here. Deep breath in, sigh out. Remember, let go of your ear first, then bring your head up. With your hands resting on your lap or knees, just very casually turn your head side to side. Okay. If you're sitting in a chair, you'll prop your arm onto the armrest. Let's start with the left arm on the left armrest. If you're seated like me, either tense your left fingers down beside you. I'm going to use a block, that's my preference. So a block beneath the left hand. Sit tall, raise your right arm up to the ceiling. Your palm faces the midline, which is inward, so the crown of your head. Lift up with the right side of your body. And so stay really tall and then start to arc over to the left. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Breathe your right ribs open. Breathe your right lung open. Breathe your heart open. One more breath in. When you exhale, cross your right hand over to your left knee. Now you could be holding the armrest with each hand or bracing onto the floor or your own body beside you. Sit nice and tall. Draw in your waistline, so draw your navel back and rotate to your left. So really relying on core engagement. So if you're in a chair and you don't have an armrest to brace on, even better. You can really rely on your core strength to create that spinal twist. So notice how when I took my hands away from the holds of my knee and my block, I'm not moving. So the addition of the hands just adds a tiny, tiny bit of help. Tiny bit, but mostly I want to go into core strength to wring out my spine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. And sigh out, exhale. Come back to center. Let's switch sides. So take your right hand, brace it either to the floor, to a block, or onto the side of your chair. Take your left arm up, shoulders down your back. Lengthen, especially through your left side spine, side waist and side spine. Arc up, 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 and over to your right now. Now breathe your left side body open. Breathe the left side wall of your heart open. So not just the organ of the heart, but like the housing of the heart, the abode of the heart. Breathe what's inside of you open. One more breath in. When you exhale, cross your left hand to your right knee or to the armrest. Sit nice and tall, shoulder blades both stay back, so keep your collarbones really bright. Cinch across the waist to create the rotation, the spinal twist to your right side now. One more deep breath in, clear out, release back to center. The final bit of movement I want to give to you today is to help kind of release tension that can build up what feels like on the surface of the skull. That's where I carry a lot of my own tension. So The first option is really gentle on the neck. You're going to do this while seated, and it's just really giving yourself a skull massage. So get your little claw fingers out and just start to explore. Do this with your eyes closed and just really massage the tension out of your hair, off your skull. So I find that there's like little grooves in that, or feels like grooves on the crown of my head. And so I just find the places, the pockets where the tension is being held. So that's option one. The next option is if you're on the ground, or if you're willing to come down to the ground and you don't have any neck injuries or neck issues. This is one of my favorites. You want to be sure there's a bit of cushion between or on the floor in front of you, so not right onto hard flooring would be my recommendation. Your call though. You're going to take the top of your head. So notice how I'm on my knees, but I'm also on my hands. So the vast majority of my body weight is in my palms and my knees. Now I'll take the top of my head onto the floor. And before I do anything, I want to check in with my neck and make sure that that's okay for the amount of pressure on my neck. And then I just start to massage my head. Oh, that feels so good. Whew, I can already feel that. It feels like it just like drains the tension out of my skull, out of my brain. So there's no like exact method to this. I just try to hit the different regions of my skull, and then right there I can feel that there's quite a bit of tension there, so I'll just hold myself in that spot for a few seconds, a few moments. Give out a sigh and then move on. So I find that this is really, really nurturing for me in releasing tension. It's almost like I like to visualize like an hourglass of sand. And the sand is like the tension that's collected in my brain and in my skull. And when I do this, the stress sands start to drain out and go into the ground. When you're done with that, just come into a child's pose, or if you're in your chair, sit for a moment or two with your eyes closed. Observe the shifts that you created in yourself, the shifts you've created in your physical body, the tension that you've released. Feel the change in your energy, your essence, the change in your breath. Let this move with you into the remainder of your day, and remind yourself that this is a practice that's always accessible to you, even if it's just one component of the movement. It's taking that time to pause and tend to yourself, to release some of the pressure, to let go. Thank you. Have the best day.